Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're delving into a heavy but significant topic from Chinese history, the form of capital punishment known as Lingchi. You might have heard it referred to as death by 1,000 cuts or the slow process. While these names are evocative, the reality of Lingchi was a complex and deeply symbolic judicial process that existed for centuries. So, what was it? Why was it used? And what does it tell us about the society of that time? Let's explore this together. First, let's establish what Lingchi was. It was a method of execution officially practiced in China from around the 10th century until its abolition in 1905. It was reserved for the most serious crimes imaginable in Imperial China, offenses that were seen as a direct attack on the social and cosmic order. These typically included high treason, such as plotting against the emperor, or extreme cases of parricide, the killing of one's own parents. The core idea behind Lingchi wasn't just about causing pain. It was about the public dismantling of a person's body, which carried profound symbolic weight. In traditional Chinese culture, particularly under Confucian influence, the body was considered a gift from one's parents and ancestors. To keep the body whole, even in death, was a fundamental act of filial piety. Lingchi directly violated this principle. The process involved the systematic removal of portions of the body over an extended period. This was not only a physical punishment for the condemned but also a spiritual one, as it was believed to ensure the individual would not be whole in the afterlife. Furthermore, it served as a powerful, public warning to others, reinforcing the absolute authority of the state and the importance of social hierarchy. The actual practice of Lingchi has been subject to much myth and exaggeration over the years, especially in Western accounts which often sensationalized it. Historical records suggest the process varied depending on the era and the specific crime. While the 1,000 cuts idea implies a long, drawn-out ordeal, many accounts indicate that the initial cuts were often fatal, with the subsequent dismemberment being a post-mortem ritual. The goal was public humiliation and the total destruction of the person's identity and legacy. The public nature of the execution was crucial. It was a spectacle designed to instill fear and reinforce the state's power. It transformed the criminal's body into a canvas for demonstrating the consequences of defying the emperor and the established order. The eventual abolition of Lingchi in 1905 was part of a broader movement of legal and social reforms in the late Qing dynasty. As China began to interact more with the West, there was growing internal and external pressure to modernize its legal system and abandon practices seen as barbaric. The end of Lingchi marked a significant shift in Chinese jurisprudence, moving away from public, symbolic punishments toward a more modern conception of justice. Studying Lingchi isn't about dwelling on the macabre, but about understanding the values, fears, and power structures of a bygone era. It's a stark reminder of how societies define justice and how those definitions can change over time. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into a challenging part of history. It's through understanding these difficult subjects that we can better appreciate the progress we've made. If you found this exploration insightful, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more historical content. We appreciate your curiosity and support. See you in the next video.